Boba, what are you doing? Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be reacting to the Halo Infinite multiplayer overview. Now, this is where they go really in depth of what they're going to be putting in the game, why they put it in the game, some things to get excited about, and in general, things for the community to get excited about. In this video, they actually came out and showed things that I think everyone would generally like, or if you didn't like some points, you did like other points, you know what I mean? So generally, it was a very good video in the sense of making the masses happy. Now, in this video, you're going to see me with some of my reactions as far as what I think their plans are going to be for the future, what they're going to be doing in the season pass kind of situations, and even more so what they're going to be doing with the campaign moving forward. My current idea is if they have multiplayer and then they have the campaign as two separate kind of things, similar to Warzone and Call of Duty right now. So Warzone would be your mainstay, or multiplayer would be your mainstay in the series. And then you get the new, fresh campaign every 1 year, 2 years, whatever they feel. They can update it with DLC, multiple things like that, and to tie in the lore of the story, which I think could be really cool. And to top it off, I think that'll make this game last a lot better than it did with Halo 5. That game really didn't sit well with a lot of the community. People weren't happy with it. It got stale pretty fast as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing exactly what's going to go down in the next few months with this game, with the reveals, with the flights that they're going to be offering. They talked about that at the end of the video as well. So you can sign up and make sure you can get into a beta almost in the sense of the game. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like the video. Just like the video, okay? I have no idea who that guy was. But anyways, he's right. You got to like the video. Make sure you guys subscribe if you do enjoy the content that we're going to be posting here. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. I mean, we saw like the two like small trailers. Let's check out the multiplayer. Like, I remember they uploaded like a 15-minute video or something, like a multiplayer overview. We could like talk over that a little bit. Yeah, here it is. Let's pull this up. I wonder if this is going to further my point of if they're going to focus straight like multiplayer is its own thing and then campaign like storytelling is its own thing, which I think could be really cool. It could be a really cool aspect. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do, man. It'll be sweet if they do. Okay, so in this one, sorry to go cut back, but the battle rifle. So I wonder if you could choose your reticle for each weapon as well, because the battle rifle here is the same reticle as you had like Halo 2, but it was like a pure crosshair in the last one. Interesting. Sorry, a little tidbit.
Just the feeling of
I'm probably going to turn this down too.
And hearing the click of the gun, throwing it down, grabbing one off the wall.
My gunner's
that shotgun's
down,
crazy.
Like, in, I see kill assist, kill assist, kill assist.
Any pistol across any
rocket hogs are back.
Gun
nice.
Allows me to feel the most like John Wick. I am there.
Remember how excited I was?
The Magnum looks interesting too.
Combat with vehicles going all over the place.
Halo means something different for everyone, right? I think that's what makes Halo great.
True. He's not wrong. Dude, like the armor styles is sick too. So I wonder if they're gonna touch on like the
what is Halo multiplayer, and for me it boils down to this
the aspect of like customization,
and big team battle, this wide open vehicle infused kind of combat. We're taking
interesting,
that awesome legacy or classic.
So focusing a lot on big team battle
it in ways that'll feel
so kind of like Battlefield
and really exciting to new players.
That could be kind of fun.
Ways to customize your Spartan, really make your super soldier your own.
Nice.
And we're kicking off a journey, an experience that's going to evolve.
That could be cool.
Month to month, season to season, year after year.
For me, working through this multiplayer of this game, and the toughest challenge I think was really about how do we respect the legacy of what came before us, but still build something that feels new.
We've tried to bring all these elements of legacy and really inject them into Halo.
So this is kind of like the aspect like I was talking about where obviously you can combat evolve, like you can blow the weapon towards you. They'll probably have, like we saw in the last one too. You know, equipment like one use equipment, like a bubble shield, regeneration, whatever, things like that. I think that could be an interesting factor, especially if they're gonna focus. What it seems like they're going with is like a lot of big team battle kind of stuff and focusing a lot on that. So that's kind of cool, honestly.
Infinite, not just like in a way where you kind of won't notice it, where you feel like, oh, they really designed this to be a celebration of previous Halo, as well as an iteration of where Halo can go next.
That's cool.
The vision of Arena was all about a tight experience. It was all about being fair.
Damn, that dude's shot is so bad.
Earning everything, every kill you get.
His centering's
Going
terrible.
Back to like what is the core foundation of what made the great Halo multiplayer arena matches great. Halo, it's really about fair and balanced starts, so everybody's on equal footing when they come off the rip.
This is what I'm excited about, like the small map. I was worried about what they do with small maps.
And kind of developing your playstyle as you run through the match.
That's what I do
What
like
makes
a lot.
Halo feel like Halo? I feel like the answer to that question is the sandbox. Like the sandbox.
A lot of Forge maps again.
When we set out
I'm hoping
to
Forge
look at
maps
Halo
can make
from
a
high
big
level
comeback.
And the direction of what it is, there's lots of exciting things there because we really wanted to push what are the things that are true to Halo, but what are the things that fans haven't seen yet?
Equipment is back, but equipment is kind of has a.
Okay, so I was right. So equipment's here, but it looks like it's one use something, or like I haven't even seen like how overshield or camo plays in this game yet either.
Has a bigger voice than ever before. We ask questions to ourselves of if you could go after a power weapon to get a bunch of kills, would you do that, or could you go and get grapple to make sure that you swing yourself to the other side of a map to back cap a stronghold? Which sounds like another avenue of not just skill expression, but tactics for teams to coordinate around.
The exciting combinatory nature.
Oh, so you can set up your shield like a wall, too. Do you see that? Sorry, I know I'm pausing a lot, but it's a pretty interesting.
We ask questions to ourselves of
kind of thing.
If you could go after, a power weapon to get a bunch of kills.
I like it.
Would you do that, or could you go and get grapple to make sure that you swing yourself to the other side of a map to back cap a stronghold? We saw it as like another avenue of not just skill expression, but tactics for teams.
Yeah, like watch this. Watch this. So he sets it up, and then you can actually use it later. That's pretty cool. I like that.
The nature of, this toy plus this toy and how those interact with objectives is super amazing.
Looking at how the power-ups play, like your classic power-ups like the overshield and the active camouflage. For this title, what we're looking at, what we're excited for, is you pick that up and you choose when you activate it. It goes into your inventory. If you haven't used it, and someone kills you in multiplayer, you drop that overshield, and then they could take it, use it for themselves. That to me is very legacy, but we took the equipment side of it and modernized it. When it
Interesting. So, sorry, I'm gonna think of this like from a competitive like standpoint. So, if you pick up like an overshield or whatever as well too, like if you don't use it, does that still reset the timer of when it spawns? Or, like, can there be two overshield players on the battlefield at the same time? If that makes sense to you guys. Like, does it matter, like, the timer? Does that add when it's burned or when it's used? Or is it, after it's picked up? Because that's interesting. Because in H5, it was when you picked it up. And so that could add, like, a really, like, big skill gap kind of thing. That's interesting for sure.
When it comes to the vehicles, we went in and decided to invest a lot in the systems. When I take damage in my Warthog, my wheels can get blown off, my hood can get blown off. There's different
Oh yeah, he's driving around with one wheel.
That change how my vehicle handles now. And that's
interesting.
That's brand new.
The other thing we added to that is like this doomsday mechanic. So when you hit this threshold, the vehicle catches fire, and it's very much you've got a certain amount of health or a certain amount of time, and you got to choose what you want to do with the last minutes of this vehicle.
We've got a cousin to the Warthog, which is the Razorback.
The back has this like multi-storage compartment that you can put a lot of stuff into. So if you want to put like detached turrets, power weapons, fusion coils, objectives, and that is what really making the Razorback kick a lot of butt in MP and campaign.
That's pretty cool.
The levels define pace for the game, how frantic it is, and they define that iconic fantasy for players as they're
Dude, that
entering
looks
that
a
match.
lot like
What do they wanna
Valhalla,
do?
man.
What type of experience are they hoping to have? What kind of combat, what kind of dance floor is there available to have that combat in?
That's pretty cool. I like the map design, like
For me,
looks wise.
BTB
Like it's
is
not too
all about
dark.
Experiencing the full extent of the sandbox of Halo in just one match, right? Like you see the vehicles, the weapons, the equipment.
Yeah, so it seems like you can play how you want too. It's pretty cool.
Those feels you had, you know, playing the previous games, and just turn the volume up. Vehicles are no longer just spawning at bases anymore.
Oh, that Wraith
We
is
have pelicans
badass.
delivering them, and we have a commander in your ear telling you.
That's kind of cool.
Pelicans
So
are
that,
dropping off.
so that's a lot like Battlefield. This is what I was saying. I think they're gonna focus a lot on big team battle. That's a really cool concept, though.
These vehicles.
Honestly.
We have Halo 2 style Delta Halo mission weapon pods that fall from the sky to resupply the
Yeah.
field.
So it's a lot like
It
Battlefield.
makes it feel
Interesting.
like a real battlefield, and it's very exciting.
This is not just more players. This is just a certain beautiful slice of sci-fi chaos.
Interesting.
The announcers.
All right, here we go.
Big
This is what I'm talking
gameplay
about.
Moments, your game modes, just like the way it was before.
The vaccine
Oh!
available.
Boo!
Personal AI is really a reflection and information for the player. So if a player
That's
has a
kind of
flag,
cool.
your
So you get to
personal
make your
AI
own
can tell you
AI that
how
like
get
talks
that
to you in the
thing back to
game.
base and give you some like moment-to-moment updates.
That's pretty cool.
What if we can let players choose their own AI, and each one of those are different voices?
That's
so that
sick,
players
yo.
Can find the one that fits their personality and their mood the best.
They add.
Yo, can I get Snoop Dogg for my AI or nah?
Spartan being
Please.
more important, and for us,
That's pretty rad, actually.
Becoming a Spartan, your Spartan. You are you inside of the Halo universe.
The body of customization content
Here we go.
that we have on day one.
Oh my God, you can add a
ensures
lot.
that there will be
Jesus.
millions of customization combinations for Spartans on the battlefield. That includes things like armor coatings, armor emblems, various armor effects. down
There's
to
gonna be a
individual
lot,
armor
dude.
Pieces. So your shoulders,
Jesus.
your gloves, your knee pads, your helmet, your visor, your helmet attachments. Then you look at weapons, and we've got a whole slew of customization
Jesus.
offerings there.
That's actually pretty rad, though.
Vehicles have a huge pool of customizations too. We
That's
support customization in the game. Players can do the same thing on
Nice.
HaloWaypoint.com as well as the Halo Waypoint app.
This is a lot like
We're
what
also
Bungie did.
customized as
It's
the
cool.
Spartan, the soldier inside the suit. We want the Spartan to represent the player as
Yo,
much
can
as
I make?
they can change their body type.
Yo, can I make a big Chungus? Like, can I build like the biggest Spartan I possibly can? That'd be so funny.
And their voice, as well as choose prosthetics for the first.
Interesting. So you can see if like, oh, I lost my arm or whatever. That's sick. Look at that. Got a full robot arm,
Photos
dude.
offer
That's
us
rad.
a unique opportunity to craft some hyper-polished looks and let you express yourselves in ways you've
That's
never
clean.
been able to before. So we're coming at this
That
from
is
a player
clean.
first mentality. So what that means is that there's no random loot in this. There's no loot boxes. It's very important to us that
See, I like
everyone
that
understands
BR
exactly how they unlock customization
thing a
content.
little bit,
We have
or
a variety of
reticle.
places
I like
to
that a
do
lot better.
First off is the Battle Pass.
The Halo
Here
Battle
we go.
Pass will
That's what I'm
never
talking about.
be taken away from you. And what I mean by that is once you buy it, it's yours and does not expire. In future
Ooh.
seasons, you can purchase old battle passes as well as the current battle pass and choose which battle
Oh,
pass
so you have
fits your
to keep buying the battle
All of these
pass,
rewards are
but you
single
can go back and
source,
use
so
it again.
You're never going to be confused about where things come from. If you can unlock
sick.
something in the battle pass, we're not going to let any other players circumvent that by purchasing it out of the store.
I like
A lot
that.
of our stuff is unlocked through playing the game and only through playing the game. All customization is just
That's
cosmetic.
sick.
Every season will have its own theme and introduce new components, new looks, new gameplay for players, new opportunities to earn and collect cool rewards. We've seen the
Nice.
samurai already. That's one of-
Oh, I want it so bad. That better be season 1. It better be season 1, dude. If they don't launch it with that, oh man,
of our event armor core.
it's so
And that's gonna be
cool,
something that
dude.
players can earn through gameplay for free.
With
Free
us
to
going
play,
free to
baby.
play
Let's get
for
it.
The multiplayer part of the game, like that was a big goal because how do we have a way we can always bring players in, right? And they can when we have a new update, they'll just dip their toes in if they even just want to see it.
Not only are we free to play, but we're free to play on PC as well as console. And what that means is we're able to get the biggest audience we've ever had. Everybody gets to play with no barriers. And even better, your progression carries from one platform to the next.
Getting our game to be on PC and console at the same time,
I like it.
Is an amazing chance for us to really just
excite
new players about the game. How can we do things like make?
I wonder if they'll add like
customs, being able to just play with your
like
friends.
input, like if you can only play like controller only lobbies, console only lobbies. That'll be cool too. That'll be really cool. I heard a little bit about this too. It's almost like a range a little bit, yeah?
You can go within MP to kind of onboard into the experience. It's great for newer players who are still picking up the controls, and also people who want to warm up before they head into matchmaking. It's a series of experiences, both a tutorial to get started for the first time, weapon drills to practice with specific items.
Yeah, so you can get a range, shoot bots a little bit.
To just get warm, explore the game as you want to.
Oh yeah,
for
I'm
players
all
who
for
are new
that.
to Halo, let's help them learn what this universe is about. Some of these characters, what are they about? And help them kind of know the vocabulary that people have been speaking for now almost 20 years, so that when they come in there, they don't feel like they're behind everyone else. They can kind of come in on an even footing.
I mean, I'm super jazzed about bots. I think they're awesome. Our goal with bots has been
having bots in the game is super clutch.
Provide a good training partner.
Because you can just hop in, dude, just like COD. You can hop in, shoot bots, warm up.
Partnering with our
players
on the road to launch and after
launch
is
please just talk to us, 343. You fucked up a lot of updates. You have messed up a lot of updates. Please just talk to us. Ask. Like at the tail end of like MCC right now, they're doing great, but there's been a few questionable updates. You know,
hear our players,
few of them,
make changes where we can.
Few questionable ones.
Make sure the game is ready for launch, and then even beyond launch.
What I'm genuinely excited about is taking the game out of our hands and putting it into the community's hands. You know, whether it's seeing what people make in Forge or the content that they're able to create with theater, watching streamers go after the game.
To get involved, you go to haloinsider.com,
Yep.
put in your info with your gamer tag, and
I will
we should
sign
be able
up.
to reach out to you if we
I
want
will
to
sign
invite
up.
you to a Halo Infinite flight.
Yo, get me in
I
there.
feel like we've got a pretty good selection at launch and what's going to be
Get me in
for
there.
our fans. And this isn't going to be something that is just a static set of items. We have some new stuff in the works already. And
Dude, the fact that you can throw a fusion coil is hilarious.
As soon as this game comes out.
New maps, new modes.
Sprinting's back
new
too.
ways to
You saw that?
customize your Spartan.
You guys see that guy running with the flag? Sprinting's
Items.
back.
We have some new stuff in
I've gotten the fact like, oh, we're gonna be able to sprint
the
in
works
Halo.
already.
I mean,
And
okay, that's just gonna be a part of the game.
Get into that as soon as
Yeah, he is hauling
New
ass.
maps, new modes, new ways to customize your Spartan.
I don't know if it'd be as
Launches
fast though,
just
which I do
begin.
like.
Now we're just going to be able to talk, interact more frequently, and that's just going to be great. That is the future of Halo Infinite multiplayer.
Nice.
Thank you to the community for all their feedback over the years so far.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
looking
we've been
forward to
harsh,
the
buddy.
launch
Sorry, dude.
itself, and beyond.
That's pretty rad. You can move side to side with your with that. Interesting. I like it. Looks like you can move side to side with that. Boba, are you excited? I think he's excited. I think he is.